We're going to show you how to fix the problem when your Android won't turn on.
And by the end of this video, you may realize that your phone has been on the entire time.
The first thing to do when your Android won't turn on is a force restart.
The software in your Android may have crashed on a black screen, making it appear like your Android won't turn on, but in reality, it's been on the whole time.
The way to force restart an Android varies from model to model. So on newer Samsung Galaxies, it's the volume down button and the side button. Press and hold those together simultaneously until your Android reboots, hopefully.
Don't give up too early. A lot of people make the mistake of only holding the buttons together for maybe 5 or 10 seconds. If there's a software problem with your Android, it may take up to 30 seconds, so don't give up too soon.
On newer Google Pixel phones, it's the side button and the volume up button. Press and hold those simultaneously until your phone turns on.
Hopefully this fixed the problem for you. If it did, hit that like button below the video. That helps us help more people just like you.
But you might want to stick around because a force restart doesn't actually fix the underlying software problem that caused your phone to crash in the first place.
The next step is to charge your Android because it might be completely dead.
Plug your Android into a charger for about 10 to 15 minutes and see if it turns on again. After about 10 to 15 minutes, not a bad idea to force restart it too.
If it still won't turn on, try a different charging cable.
It's possible your Android isn't charging because of an issue with your charging cable. Take a close look at it. Is it fraying? Is it discolored? Those are signs you might need a new cable.
Did you buy your charging cable at a gas station or at the dollar store? Well, those cables are junk. Try a different cable or one of your friend's cables to see if it's the cable itself that's the problem.
After trying a different charging cable, try a different charger too.
Different chargers have different wattages and amperages. Generally speaking, the more watts, the more amps, the faster your phone charges.
Car chargers and the USB ports you find in your computer are generally pretty low amperage, so if that's what you're using, it might take a little bit longer to charge your Android.
If you're using a wall charger, try plugging it into a different outlet. If you're using the USB port on your computer, try a different USB port.
It's also a good idea to try a wireless charger if your Android supports wireless charging. If it'll charge wirelessly but not with a wired connection, there could be an issue with your charger, your charging cable, or your Android's charging port.
And wireless charging is a great solution because it can save you a lot of money that you would have spent on an expensive charging port repair.
It's also a good idea to clean out your charger or the USB ports on your computer using an anti-static brush or an unused toothbrush. Just get in there, start scraping away.
Don't use anything metal or something like a tissue that could break off inside the port because that can cause more harm than good.
And just like with your chargers, it's a good idea to clean out the charging port on your phone. Could be some pocket lint in there, some dirt. Just again, anti-static brush or unused toothbrush, get in there, be aggressive, scrape the junk out.
You might be surprised what comes out of your phone.
Before moving on, try connecting your Android to your computer. If you have a Samsung Galaxy, open Smart Switch on your computer and see if your phone shows up.
If it does, it means that there's a problem with your phone's display. It's already on, it's been on the whole time.
After connecting to your computer, if you see USB file transfer is not allowed, check your phone and make sure you allow access to phone data. Otherwise, it won't work. We'll tap allow. Now it says connecting to our device. If your phone does show up on your computer, we really recommend backing it up immediately by clicking backup.
And that's because if it shows up on your computer and you think it hasn't been turning on, the truth is it's been on the whole time, but there's a problem with your display.
It's also a good idea to force restart your phone while it's connected to the computer.
There's a link to the Smart Switch software in the description section below this video. And if you have a Google Pixel phone, the process is a little bit different.
After plugging in your phone, click allow, then go to pixelrepair.withgoogle.com.
We recommend using Google Chrome for this process since it happens within the browser itself. First things first, you select your carrier and then just follow the instructions on the website.
And if your phone showed up, it's a good sign that it is turning on. There's just an issue with the display.
So back it up, just like we said to do with the Samsungs.
If your phone isn't being recognized, it's time to talk about some deeper software problems and the solution, recovery mode.
Even if your Android won't turn on, there's still a chance that you could put it into recovery mode.
But before you do, we really recommend backing up your phone if you can. The step we're going to recommend erases all the data on your Android.
The way you enter recovery mode varies from device to device.
On our Samsung Galaxy, we're going to simultaneously press and hold the volume up button and the side button until we get into recovery mode. You'll know your Android is in recovery mode when you're on this really tiny menu that's very difficult to read and it looks kind of computery. And once your phone is in recovery mode, use the volume buttons to navigate to wipe data factory reset and confirm the reset by pressing the side button on your phone. To enter recovery mode on a Google Pixel, simultaneously press and hold the side button and the volume down button.
And bang, no wait time.
But it could take 10 to 15 seconds on your phone. We're going to use the volume down button to get to recovery mode. Once you see recovery mode, press the side button. This is a little bit tricky. You have to press and hold the side button. While holding the side button, you press and release the volume up button. And when you release the volume up button, you also release the side button. So let's try to get this right on the first try. Press and hold the power button, press and release the volume up button, and the power button at the same time. And we're in recovery mode. Now that we're in recovery mode, use the volume buttons to navigate down to wipe data / factory reset, then press that side button, then go down 1 to factory data reset, press the side button again. This will do the reset, wipe all the data off your Google Pixel, so hopefully you have a backup. And while your phone resets, we want to tell you about some really fine folks.
I actually wrote a poem about them, David.
All right, let's hear it.
They are Pay It Forward's proud crew, where knowledge is shared, old and new. Robert Cook Jr., Randine 31, Opal Albert, and more. Bob Hammond, Tammy Watson, James Hansen to the core. Peg Wilk, Christy Rooms Kultzman, Michelle Straga 2, Damaris Cruz, and this group shines like the dew. Join us now. Let's explore together Pay It Forward's channel now and forever.
That was enlightening. These folks just became channel members by clicking that big join button below the video. Get access to custom badges and emojis, PDFs for some of our biggest settings videos, and a whole lot more.
If you're still here, we should talk about how to prevent this problem from coming back again.
The first thing to do is make sure your Android is always up to date. So let's go to the settings app. We'll swipe down from the top of the screen, then tap the settings gear, scroll down to software update, tap on that, then tap download and install. It'll check for a new update. If one is available, tap download and then install it.
And the other most common reason Androids get stuck on a black screen is when they run out of storage space. How do we check on that?
Let's head back to the main page of the settings app. Tap on battery and device care, and then tap storage to check how much storage is available on your Android.
And if you're on a Pixel, it's just storage, part of the main page of the settings app. Even Google admits that you should have at least 10% free storage for your phone to work properly. And if a phone manufacturer is admitting this on their website, then you know it's important.
For example, if you have a 128 gigabyte phone, you want to have 12.8 or probably just round it up to 13 gigabytes available. But if your Android just won't turn on at all and it actually is broken, it's probably a good idea to reach out to your phone manufacturer, whether that's Samsung, Google, OnePlus.
Sometimes using Twitter is a good way to do it because they really don't want you to leave a negative review. So they're sometimes more responsive than if you call a phone number or try to chat through their website.
There might also be a nice mom and pop shop near you that could fix the screen for you, hopefully get your Android turning on again.
And once your Android is turning on again, check out our video about the signs someone is tracking your Android and how to shut them down for good.